Good morning. These plants behind me were in the ground like 2 weeks ago and you couldn't see anything. It is amazing how big they have become in 2 weeks. What do you think it would be like for you to have an arm that's a flag? I've been coming to this gym for 3 years since I moved to Portland, and every single frickin' time the water fountain never frickin' works. It's so annoying. I've talked to people, they don't give a shit. We basically eat here like 5 times a week. It is a staple in the Watts/Northrop family. Let's talk about my first centerfold.
Let's talk about what it's like to be in a magazine and to be a spread and what you actually have to do and how you can be in your own centerfold and what you can do to prepare for that. So I googled how to be a centerfold, and so the first thing that came up was how to become a Playboy centerfold. You might be up that alley. That might be something you want to do. But by the way, Playboy hates tattoos. So if you want to be a Playboy centerfold, stay away from getting a tattoo. So that is about as useful information that I came up with on how to become a centerfold. So if we look in the actual copy, this is called Old Port Magazine is what this is. And Old Port Magazine, as you can see, has Kate Northrup and Mike Watts here, and we are on finance, fashion, and why they're game for anything. As you can see, fashion is rocking over here. I am now I consider myself now a fashion icon. So this is also about how to become a fashion icon, because I've been now featured about how to talk about fashion. It's hilarious, right? So as you can see, this is our Old Port magazine that's local here. And so this is put out regarding like just things in the area of Portland and what there is. So as you can see, this is our spread. We are power players, entrepreneurs, Kate Northrup and Mike Watts on finance, fashion, and why they're game for anything, as I said before, right? So we have Kate looking very sexy over here, and then me over here. I like the clothes, but look at this facial expression. Look how goofy I look. I think I look very goofy. But you know what? Overall, picture looks pretty good, besides my goofy face. And then we have Kate as well, looking very sexy in her jeans. And then there was a picture of Teddy Roosevelt up here, as well as some jewelry that was featured. And, oh, look at this dapper gentleman. So dapper. Can you see how dapper? I mean, I don't even know if the camera is clear enough to point out about how sexy this guy looks. Oh wait, that's me. Oh, sorry. And then we have some of the stuff I was wearing and just some featured side profile of my face. Doesn't get better than that. So what was it like to even be in the photo shoot and to experience something like this? It was pretty cool. What was it like to be in the magazine, to be part of a photo shoot? Because this is really my very first professional photo shoot. And then I'm going to talk about how you could do this yourself, regarding if it's your website or you're looking for something to get a better picture. So I would consider this a professional photo shoot. It was done by a professional photographer. We had hair and makeup. We had professional, like clothes were brought in. And this was my first time experiencing something like this. And everything else I've used previously was just pictures that I've taken myself. And I'll teach you a little bit about how to go about doing that. So when it comes to, like, you see Kate standing here, all right? There on the back side of her dress are all these clips that are holding this dress without any wrinkles, and we spent probably almost an hour just getting her right. So I had to stand in this position for a long time, just in this position, to make sure that it was right, but as long as there was no wrinkles in her dress. Men, very easy, especially if you don't have any hair. This was very easy. Women was a little bit more challenging, okay? And then for these shots, there's a little bit more challenging over here too, just because of the dress and what it was. And Kate was also pregnant. It was at the beginning of the pregnancy here, and so we had to make sure that it wasn't like super obvious either. And then this picture photo was pretty easy. I think I got this done in maybe 10 minutes. So they bring all the clothes in, which is, they bring the clothes to you, they bring the hair people to you, you go and you get this done, and it was a really cool experience. I'm very grateful for that. It's some good publicity in the local Portland area, which is awesome as well. But really, how do you become your own centerfold and what you can do for yourself? So what I used to do, and what Kate and I have done when I first had photos that I was using for my business, is we would go out and we would find a brick wall, and then I would stand in front of it and wear whatever clothes I was going to wear on, and then she would put some, like to make sure there was no shine on top of my head, so a little bit of powder. And then we would just film and have fun. And that's the biggest thing when it comes to these photo shoots, when it comes to this, it's all about having fun. Like, the reality is, I don't care if I'm ever in magazines, I don't care if I'm some centerfold somewhere. That doesn't really do it for me. Like, it's fun, it's an experience, and I really enjoy the experience. But but then the pictures and things like that we can use. I mean, we can't use these pictures because it's priority to the magazine, but just the magazine itself we can use for credibility purposes, right? And that's really what publicity is these days in media. It's credibility builders. How to go about being your own centerfold, like I said, is you just stand in front of a brick wall and you have a friend or someone with you. You just take hundreds of pictures, and we took, I don't know how many pictures, but it was a lot. So for them to go through all the pictures they had to go through and to sort for what was going to be the quality for the magazine, you have to do the same thing for your own business and for your own clientele, for your own, what if you want a new Facebook photo, right? So just stand in front of a brick wall or something that is a neutral color. I like taking it later in the day where the sun's not directly on my face, because then I'm not squinting and you can see all my eyes. Like right now it's about 5:30, 5 o'clock at night. I have a beautiful backdrop of just clear skies, no sun behind me. So this would be a great time to go outside. Go in the woods, have fun with how you are shooting your photos. Like, it might be a little bit strange in the beginning if you're not comfortable right in front of the camera a lot or taking pictures. But for the most part, you'll come around with a really good shot. And you don't have to wear, like some of these, my pants were like $250. My shirt was about $155. Like, you don't need, I don't even know if they listed in here. Let's see if they actually, they don't list the prices in here. But you don't need some fancy clothes. Like a really, an ironed or less wrinkled shirt works. And this goes for anything. Like if you're doing any interview on a TV show, or maybe you're going someplace else, like just make it look professional. And with women it's a little bit different because you'll put makeup on more so than men will. And men, make sure the beard's cleaned up and your hair, you know, just, it's basically your style. And the biggest thing is you have to have fun. So if you cannot have fun by yourself, you need to bring somebody with you that can make you laugh, because the more you laugh and the less nervous you are, the less you're going to sweat and you're not going to have big pit stains. And the more fun you're going to actually have when you are filming your photo shoot. And the reality is, taking pictures and feeling comfortable in front of the camera, it's just an easier thing that happens when someone does want to take it, and then you don't feel so goofy, and then you don't feel awkward, and you have more confidence, self-confidence in yourself to be happier with the total package you're bringing to the table. And really, that's what we want anyway. It's just a higher self-confidence level in the package that we are bringing to the table. Okay? So go out there, shine your light, because everyone would love to see it.
Just walking around Portland, found this empty office space, 3,800 square feet. It'll definitely fit the empire. There's one thing I love about Fridays. They're a little bit slower, because nobody seems to work on Fridays, so you don't get any emails. And just overall, you feel like a really good after a good week. Today has been pretty chill. First day working out of the home office. Success, I would say. A little bit slower overall after the gym this morning. And just finished with a massage. And it's really cool. Like it's not a traditional like Swedish massage or something that's nice and simple like that. It is a myofascial release, which is a good addition onto all the stretching that I just did last week, because she really works on releasing a lot of tension in the muscles, and I have a lot of it, so it's very good to do those type of things each week. And my body is pretty, oh nice, Look at that ride. Little old Porsche. So my body is a little tight, I would say, at the moment, and or not tight, but my body's a little sore and really worn out. So I'm gonna go home and have some good water. And about to go have some dinner with some buddies tonight. And yeah, just been a good Friday.
Do you have the keys? I got the keys.
Okay.